All right, hey, Darren here. I know it's been a while, but I've been hard at work. I've been working towards this goal that I've been dreaming of for 5 years, quitting my job and doing my online business full time. And I did it. I don't know what dream or goal you are working towards, but I'm here to tell you that you can do it. So stick around in this video and I'm going to share with you my 4 tips for achieving your goals. And I'm also going to share some embarrassing videos from the past 5 years of me trying to figure out how to do this thing called online business. All right, so first off, let's talk about the problem. We all have these ideas, these dreams of things we want to do, and we all want them now. We're like, man, if I could only have that job now. Man, if I could only be this successful now. And this is just the era that we live in. We're so satisfied by instant gratification. And so really the issue becomes time. We're not comfortable, and I'm using we very, very generally. We're not comfortable sitting here and working towards something. So step by step, day by day, committing ourselves to a goal and working towards that thing. And so externally, every day, we have to go to that job we don't like, or we have to sit at a desk in school that we don't like, or we have to do this thing for our parents that we don't like. And then internally, we feel like we're just never going to achieve that goal. So what do? Well, we feel stuck. We feel like we can't make any progress towards that goal or that thing. But look, that's just not true. That's just us getting caught up in our heads, getting caught up in what we see everyone else doing online, what we see them doing on social media. The truth is you can work towards goals. Now, I'm not here to say that you can achieve anything or you can do, the amazing things that, 1 in a billion people are going to achieve, because let's be honest, a lot of things in life are because of luck and circumstance, but let's just set the record straight and say that you can set a goal and work towards it. That's all it takes. Set a goal and work towards it. That's how you start making progress, how you start achieving things, and how you start making a difference in your life. Now, look, I know all about this whole process and frustration, because I've been trying to figure out this whole online business thing for 5 years. And to prove it, I want to take a trip down memory lane. All right, let's get started. This right here was the first video I ever uploaded to YouTube. This was my first channel, and I'm not going to reveal it to you, but if you're really desperate, the video and channel is still out there, so go have fun with that one. So this came out on October 2016. I graduated in May of 2016. I started my job in June of 2016. So within 2 months, I was like, I want to figure out how to do online business. So it all started here. Now, one thing I will note about that is that channel only has 6 videos. And that's because I was like, I'm going to be a YouTuber. I need to upload every day. I'm going to be an everyday vlogger. And so my first week, I did 4 videos, Monday through Thursday. My second week, I did Monday, Tuesday, and I was worn out. So my biggest lesson from that whole experience was, my gosh, it takes a lot of work to do YouTube videos, and I cannot do this much intense effort into this project and do my full-time job. So I got burnt out. Let's continue. All right, channel number 2. I was teaching guitar. So this comes a full 2 years later. You could see I did not bounce back very swiftly after that first excursion into the YouTube place. But I did a little bit more studying and research, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna figure out online courses. I've been doing music all my life. I'm going to teach a course on guitar, sell that, and make the big bucks and quit my job. This is where my second channel started. So this video, that channel is also out there. This is really where my AmbleMind brand really came from. So AmbleMind is really just my kind of creative outlet. And even though it's my underlying business name now, it all started back about 3 years ago, whenever I started this project. And just to prove that all this is legit, you can actually go on udemy.com, search for acoustic guitar, and if we scroll through here, my course is right here. See? Darren, Acoustic Guitar 101. Through this process, every kind of roadblock, I'm trying to learn my lessons. The big thing I learned through this one was to really make a place online for yourself. You really need to kind of focus on something that is really specific and underserved. Now, everybody wants to play guitar. It's very popular. A lot of people have guitars, but there's also a lot of people teaching guitar online. So the market was saturated with online content. And so it really just wasn't that valuable, and nobody knew who I was. So they weren't gonna, necessarily buy my course over somebody else's who had more watches, more reviews, better ratings. All right, so from that endeavor, I turned it around pretty quickly. So from October 2018 to December 2018, I started another channel. So my third channel, trying to figure this out, I started what is this channel you're watching this on, as Thunkable X tutorials. So I niched down, I got really, really specific, and I was teaching tutorials on a no-code app builder that there was really only one other somewhat big YouTube channel online teaching these things. So I was like, this tool is really cool. It's underserved. There's not a lot of people teaching it. So I'm gonna create an audience by teaching this tool. And that's where all of this really started. I mean, this first video, my face is not in it. I'm just sitting like right here, I'm just sitting there talking about Thunkable. And the videos just kind of improved from there, but I went through many phases. My most regretful phase is if we come over to this video, which is August 2019, almost a year later, someone told me that I should grow a beard. And so this is what that looked like. Look at that. I just can't grow facial hair, so now I just trim it down, man, I regret that one. There's some really bad videos in there where I have headshots and it's just not full at all. So thanks for joining me down memory lane. That was a little embarrassing for me, but I wanted to show you that I really have been trying to figure out how to do this online business thing for over 5 years now. Now in this video, I'm not really gonna be sharing how my business works. I might do that in a future video. A quick note, I realized while editing this, I did not explain how my business works now, how I was able to go full time. So basically, now that I had this channel, this YouTube channel, this platform that was gaining traction, I was getting an audience who was also trying to build apps, and I was teaching them how to build apps. There will always be DIYers who want to do it themselves, but sometimes there's people who can't figure it out or don't have the time to figure it out. So those people reach out to me and then they pay me to make the apps for them. And that's how I've been able to go full time. But what I do want to share is how I consistently worked towards goals, because that was really the secret, was setting goals, working towards them, and then pivoting based off what I learned through that process. All right, so there are a ton of people teaching goals and working towards things and self-improvement and self-help. There's tons of resources out there, but I wanted to break this down to just kind of the basics of my process for working towards goals. All right, so number one, I write it down. I define my goal and I write it down. I have a worksheet that I use, but basically you just first need to define your goal and write it down. And a really good, easy goal template says, I will achieve blank by blank because of blank. Once you have your goal written down, I advise, and what I do is I break it down. I got the phrase 5 moves from Brendan Burchard, and he says that you can break anything down into 5 moves. What are the 5 things or the 5 actions you need to take, 5 steps that you need to take to work towards your goal? So rather than breaking a goal into like 3 steps, I break it down to 5 just to make it a little bit easier. So I ask myself, what are the 5 moves I need to take or make to achieve this goal? We're just setting, we have the goal far off in the distance, and now we're, setting up some milestones to achieve that goal. The next thing I do is kind of like the daily thing. So day in and day out, I want to make progress towards my goals. And so each day I ask myself, what is the one thing I need to do today to work towards my goal? Now I have 3 habitual goals and 3 achievement goals that I'm working towards. Habitual are things that I do every day, or on a recurring basis, like exercising throughout the week, meditation, things like that. Achievement goals are, I'm going to release this app by X. I'm going to release this product by X. So I have multiple things I'm working towards. So often I'm making, 3 steps towards different goals each day. But if you're just starting out, Ask yourself, what is the one thing I need to do today to work towards that goal? And finally, the last thing is share it. I just mentioned that one of my goals is exercising. And when I was working that old job and doing this stuff on the side, I was not exercising a lot. So once I quit, I was like, I want to get back in shape. So I set a goal of doing a triathlon in a few months, and I'm somewhat in shape, but not that in shape. So I've created this workout schedule. I've shared it with my wife and my friends, let them know that I'm working towards that goal, and it really helps keep me accountable, because I don't want them to come look at me and say,
"Oh, Darren, you didn't achieve your goal."
Because I'm very, very goal oriented. And yeah, the beauty of breaking down your goals into individual steps is that you can do it continually. So you can break down every goal that you're trying to work towards into daily activities. Today, I need to contact this person. Today, I need to write this blog post. Today, I need to reach out to this person to figure out how to do this. You know, there's little steps that make up one big thing that can be accomplished, and that is your goal. The hard thing that I've had to do and had to face through this process of making goals and working towards them is sometimes you don't achieve them. Sometimes life gets in the way. Sometimes your passions kind of shift and you don't really care towards working towards that goal, or sometimes you just don't make progress as swiftly as you thought you could. But yeah, I'm really hard on myself whenever I don't achieve goals. I'm getting better at this, and I hope to only get better and better at working towards goals. The thing that I like to think about whenever I do not achieve a goal is, number one, let's be thankful for what I did achieve. So what did I learn through the process? What kind of experiences did I gain working towards this goal? And then two is, how can I shift? Where do I need to pivot? Can I direct this goal and my energy in a different way that will re-engage me and keep me going forward towards the goal? So definitely always be learning from your experiences working towards goals. So what is something that you're working towards? What do you want to achieve in life? I would invite you to define your goal, write it down, break it down into steps, work towards it daily, and then share it with others. And you know what? Why don't you share, if you have something you're comfortable sharing, share it in the comments below so that other people can see what you're working on. And if you want to continue to support me and my goals, I would invite you to please consider subscribing to this channel. So as I've been working towards this goal of online business, I never really knew when it was going to happen or if I would ever be able to achieve it. But about 10 months ago, I decided to, I'm going to work towards this. If I'm ever going to go full time on my own online, it's going to be now. So I'm going to start saving up towards it. So 10 months ago, I put a date on the calendar, and that was the beginning of June. And I started counting down the weeks. So you can see here every week, so 45, 44, 43, I was counting down the weeks, working towards my goal of going full time. A year from now, life could look the same for you and me, or it could look totally different. The way it changes is we set goals and we work towards them. It's up to you. Good luck. Thanks for watching.